What if the next Godzilla movie doesn't just destroy Japan, but comes straight for New York City? New York City? What's going on, everybody? I'm Travis, and this is The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. It is the 15th of April, and today we've got monster escalation, a major Resident Evil update, and a road trip horror film that might hit closer to home than you expect. Let's get into it. First up, we got our first real look at what's coming next in the Godzilla universe, and it's not scaling down. Takashi Yamazaki took the stage at CinemaCon to reveal footage for Godzilla Minus Zero, and based on what was shown, this is escalation. The original Godzilla Minus One already put post-war Japan in survival mode. But this new film is diving even deeper into desperation, collapse, and generational trauma. And then came the moment that got everyone's attention. Godzilla behind the Statue of Liberty. That's the shift. This isn't just Japan anymore. It's now global. And Yamazaki made it clear, the journey from minus to zero will not be an easy one, which tells you everything you need to know about tone. Pressure, more destruction, more scale. And considering Minus One pulled in over $57 million domestically, there's real momentum behind this. So, my question for you guys, do you want Godzilla to stay grounded and emotional, or go full global disaster mode? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Quick mention to Fanatical. Of course, deals are rolling, bundles are active, and new releases are right around the corner. When you're on Horror Movies Uncut, hit the links in the website, grab what you need, support the show, and get your game on at Fanatical. Speaking of games and possibly not games, we finally have an official breakdown of what Zach Cregger is doing with Resident Evil, and it's not what you think. This isn't direct adaptation, it's actually a new story inside that world. Starring Austin Abrams as Brian, a medical courier who gets pulled into a full-scale nightmare during a single night in Raccoon City. And the key phrase here, non-stop survival. Cregger described it as a big scary ride, a foot journey through a world trying to kill you, locked into one character's perspective the entire time. And early comparisons are already being made to Fury Road. We mentioned that about a week ago. So you're talking speed, momentum, and a lot of pressure. But here's the controversial part. Cregger openly said he's not trying to follow the game lore exactly. He's trying to recreate the feeling of playing the games. That's a risky move because fans want accuracy, but sometimes accuracy kills creativity. So, my question for you guys, would you rather see a faithful Resident Evil adaptation or a completely new horror story in that world? I think we know what we're getting, but let me know what you guys think in the comments ahead. For those physical media needs, head over to Grove. Pre-orders are live. Got a lot to grab. Check the links, lock it in, get copies, support the sponsors. You got all types of 4K Steelbook, Ultra X4, XGD, every single letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So get all the Ks, all the Steelbooks, all the stuff at Grove. And let them know Horror Movies Uncut sent you for all the letters, every single one of them. Finally, this next one plays on a fear that's a little too real. A new horror film that everybody's been talking about, including us, finally dropped its trailer, Passenger. And it's built on one idea. What if something followed you and never left? The film centers on a couple living the van life who witness a brutal accident on the road. And instead of moving on, something attaches itself to them, a demonic entity known only as the Passenger. From there, the film turns into a moving nightmare, a confined survival situation, a battle with something you can't escape. And that's what makes this concept work. because road horror hits different. No safe space, no help, no fucking where to go. Just you and whatever's in the vehicle with you. And if the execution lands, this could be one of those sleeper hits that sticks with people. So here's my question for you. What scares you more? Being hunted in one place or being chased with nowhere to stop? And let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Today's take. Here's what stands out today. Scale versus perspective. Godzilla is going bigger than ever. Resident Evil is locking you into one character, and Passenger is trapping you in a moving nightmare. 3 completely different approaches. Same goal though, make you feel like you can't escape. And that's when horror works best. What kind of horror hits hardest for you right now though, is what we're asking everybody over at Spotify. Giant monster destruction, survival horror chaos, supernatural slow burn, isolation horror. And don't forget, if you got a horror tip, trailer, story we should cover, DM us on the socials at HMUNCUT. We might feature it on the show. That's today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, follow so you don't miss the next episode. I'm Travis. We'll be back to do it again tomorrow. You guys know the drill. Until then, keep the lights on.